Morning everyone, and welcome to tutorial number 11 of the Rough House Arnis syllabus, taking you through various parts of the structure from beginning right the way through to black belt. Today we're going to concentrate on footwork. The first thing we're going to do is recap the footwork we've already done, which is standard clock footwork with a turn, and then we're going to add contra footwork, which will again work in the clock directions. So let's just do a recap first of all. A standard clock footwork is simple. Starting from a neutral position, you would move in a direction away from an opponent's blow, strike or weapon. Yes, so you're moving offline. This would be box number 1. This is box number 2, box number 3, box number 4. In order to make it complete and actually get your body moving in lots of different directions, we do a complete rotation starting at a different point on the clock each time. And we're only using 4 points on the clock, so we should go 1, 2, 3, 4, then we start 2, 3, 4, 1, then 3, 4, 1, 2, then 4, 1, 2, 3, and for completeness we can go 1, 3, and 2, 4, and that would be the complete clock footwork. Now remember from previous weeks we also looked at a turn in the clock footwork. So just illustrating, and you don't have to do this, remember each time if I go forward with this leg I can come to neutral here. I don't have to come to the same neutral every time. So in this respect we're going to do the standard turn, which will be going to angle 1, position 1, and turning naturally to the open space. But what I'm going to do is do the complete clock for you so you can see it all in action. So we'll go 1, turn, 2, turn, 3, turn, 4, turn, 2, turn, 3, turn, 4, turn, 1, turn, back to neutral, 3, turn, 4, turn, 1, turn, 2, turn, 4, turn, 1, turn, 2, turn, 3, turn, finally 1, turn, 3, turn, and then 2, turn, and 4, turn. As you can see in each of those, I did the standard footwork, but I finished at a different neutral every time because of the turn, and we ended up going around the whole of the training area. So that's simply just recapping what we already know. Now we're going to move on to contra footwork, and the reason I say contra footwork is usually you would step with the leg to the side. That would be the position it's going to. We'd step with the right leg, we'd go to 2, and we step with the right leg, we'd go to 3. It's the closest position. This is going to look at what happens when we actually step across ourselves. This could be for many, many reasons. But for an example, if you're pushed on the shoulder, naturally you will fall into this sort of zone. So what we're actually doing is the furthest leg going into the point of the clock rather than the closest leg. So let's just simply go through it so you can see it. 1. Notice how the foot is facing still out towards the opponent, and any blows or movements are going past the body. Yeah? Simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and then we can go 1, 3, 2, 4, sorry, 1, 4. Apologies, I got some of the numbering mixed up there, but don't worry, you know where they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple process. So now we have standard clock footwork, turning footwork, contra footwork. What I'm going to do now is put them all together in a sequence. The reason I'm going to do that is you're going to see what it actually allows me to do is circle around an opponent in a strong mat fashion. So let's just look first of all. In fact, I'm going to put an opponent in the way. Anything to do, tire, box, anything, but it is just something where you can reference to your circular movement. So we're going to start contra footwork first of all. Standard footwork, turn, contra, standard, turn, contra, standard, turn, contra, standard, turn. You can see what I've done, I've actually circled in the box 1 around the opponent. Come back to neutral. Now I can also do this where I actually step across to box number 2 and the circling will operate around there. So I can go 2, standard, turn, 2, standard, turn, 2, standard, turn, 2, standard, turn, and I come back to the base position. But let's look as if we're going backwards. This gets a little bit more complicated, but if I start off with 3, turn, standard, cross, standard, turn, cross, standard, turn. We go back into the same positions and movement as in number 1, but we started off going backwards. So we go cross, standard, turn. The only obvious thing is you end up facing into the enemy as opposed to out of the enemy. And again, same thing works on 4. Yeah, turn, cross, standard, turn, etc. So you can work circling this box, circling in this box, circling in this box, and circling in this box. And you bring all the things together. The next thing to do, obviously, after you've practiced it for a while, is put the sticks back in your hand, start looking at striking. But we'll do that in the next session. Thank you very much for attending the tutorial.